20 memorable quotes from film The Usual Suspects, 1995. The Usual Suspects and Quot, 1995, is a neo-noir crime thriller directed by Bryan Singer and written by Christopher McQuarrie. The film follows the interrogation of Roger and Quot, Verbal and Quot, Kint, a con man who recounts a complex story about a group of criminals, including himself, brought together for a heist. The narrative unfolds in a series of flashbacks as Verbal explains how the group, led by Dean Keaton, becomes entangled with a mysterious and fearsome figure named Kaiser Soze, a shadowy criminal mastermind. As the plot unravels, the audience is drawn into a web of deception, culminating in one of the most iconic twists in cinematic history. Verbal's chilling revelation, that he himself is Kaiser Soze, leaves both the characters and viewers questioning everything they thought they knew. The film is renowned for its clever dialogue, intricate plotting, and Kevin Spacey's Oscar-winning performance as Verbal Kint. Verbal, who is Kaiser Soze? He is supposed to be Turkish. Some say his father was German. Nobody believed he was real. Nobody ever saw him or knew anybody that ever worked directly for him, but to hear Kobayashi tell it, anybody could have worked for Soze. You never knew. That was his power. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. And like that, poof, he's gone. Arkosh Kovash. Why are you just standing there, you idiot? I'm not speaking English, am I? Wouldn't it make sense to find someone who could talk to me so you could find the person that set me on fire, perhaps? He is the devil. You've never seen anyone like Kaiser Soze in all your miserable life, you idiot. Kaiser Soze. Do you at least understand that? Kaiser Soze. The devil himself. Or are you American policemen so stupid that you haven't even heard of him? Kaiser Soze. You ridiculous man. Kaiser Soze. Hockney. What about it, pretzel man? What's your story? Keaton. His name's Verbal. Verbal Kint. McManus. Verbal. Keaton. Yeah. Verbal. Roger. Really? People say I talk too much. Hockney. Yeah, I was just gonna tell you to shut up. Fenster. You do some time, they never let you go. They treat me like a criminal. I'll end up a criminal. Hockney, you are a criminal. Fenster. Why you gotta go and do that? I'm trying to make a point. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. And Quot. Verbal Kint. And Quot. How do you shoot the devil in the back? What if you miss? And Quot. Verbal. Kint. And Quot. I don't believe in God, but I'm afraid of him. And Quot. Verbal Kint. And Quot. Keaton always said, I don't believe in God, but I'm afraid of him. Well, I believe in God, and the only thing that scares me is Kaiser Soze. And Quot. Verbal Kint. And Quot. A man can convince anyone he's somebody else, but never himself. And Quot. Verbal Kint. And Quot. Back when I was picking beans in Guatemala, we used to make fresh coffee right off the trees. I mean, that was good. This is shit. But hey, I'm in a police station. And Quot. Verbal Kint. And Quot. You think you can catch Kaiser Soze? You think a guy like that comes this close to getting caught and sticks his head out? And Quot. Verbal Kint. And Quot. One cannot be betrayed if one has no people. And Quot. Kobayashi. And Quot. First day on the job, you sell your soul to the devil. unquote, verbal kind, and quote, I don't need your business, Mr. Redfoot, unquote, Keaton, and quote, the way I hear it, so's is some kind of butcher, unquote. McManus, and quote, Old MacDonald had a farm, unquote, McManus, and quote, I'm smarter than you, and I'm gonna find out what I wanna know, and I'm gonna get it from you whether you like it or not, unquote. Agent Kuyan, and quote, who's Kaiser so's, unquote, Agent Kuyan, and quote, you think a guy like that comes this close to getting caught, and sticks his head out, unquote, verbal kind, and quote, it was Kaiser so's, Agent Kuyan, I mean the devil himself. How do you shoot the devil in the back? Unquote. Verbal kind, and quote, to a cop, the explanation is never that complicated, unquote. Verbal kind, and quote, a man can convince anyone he's somebody else, but never himself, unquote. Verbal kind, and quote, I'm not a rat, I'm not gonna rat, unquote. Fenster, and quote, I'm telling you this, man. I'll kill you if you touch my money, unquote. Hockney. Verbal kind, and quote, I'm not a criminal. I'm a storyteller, unquote. Verbal kind, and quote, you're gonna have to trust me on this, unquote. Verbal kind, and quote, I've never seen anyone like Kaiser so's in all my miserable life, unquote. Verbal kind, and quote, he's like a ghost. You can feel him, but you can never see him, unquote. Verbal kind, and quote, I'm not gonna hurt you, I'm just gonna scare you, unquote. Verbal kind, and quote, I'm not a liar. I'm a storyteller, unquote. Verbal kind, and quote, I'm a survivor, unquote. Verbal kind, and quote, I'm a man of my word, unquote. Verbal kind, and quote, I'm a good guy, unquote. Verbal kind, and quote, I'm a bad guy.